Hello and welcome to DP Wellbeing's first online training workout. I'm super excited to have you here for this first session, and I hope everyone is doing well. I just want to make sure that you guys can keep active wherever we're at the moment. We can keep active at home and keep nice and strong. So today we're going to do a full body workout. We're going to work the glutes, the abs, the upper body, and we're just going to get the body moving. There's a few squats, a few inchworms, a few wall sits. Going to be a lot of legs. Also get shoulders and abs working too. Okay, so let's get started with a nice easy warm up. So hands just on the shoulders, elbows shoulder height, just inhaling in the middle, exhale gently rotating to one side. Coming back to the center, inhale in the middle, exhale rotate to the other side. Keep it nice and slow. And keep breathing as you're doing this, and make sure it's not too much tension in the lower back or across the spine anywhere. Exhale as you go around, just get a couple more of these. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. Move all the whole shoulder blade around the movement. Perfect, cool. We're going to go nice and wide with the feet. If it's not too comfy, keep the feet a bit closer together. The left hand's coming towards the right foot, and we're coming back to the middle, right hand towards the left foot. If it's a bit too low down, you can bring the left hand towards the right knee, and vice versa. Looking to get a bit of a stretch on the inside thigh with this, nothing too strong. You can exhale as you reach down, inhale across, exhale down. Get just a few more of these here. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, very nice, awesome. And then find a nice space of a wall. We're going to do all inchworm. So hands just leaning on the wall, back shoulder height, and then just walking them up, getting a bit of a stretch in the shoulders, and then down nice and slow. Okay, keeping it nice and light with these movements. Want to get everything nice and warmed up before we get into these squats. Got glute bridges as alternatives today as well, so there's alternates for all the exercises in the workout. We'll get one more of these here. Lovely. And then we're going to go a bit wider in the shoulder width for the feet. We're just coming into like a bodyweight clean and press, so the hands are going towards the floor, keeping the back straight. Exhale, reaching down. Inhale towards the floor, exhale up. Again, if this movement's not too comfy, just bring the hands more towards the knees or anywhere between that. Inhale down, exhale up. We'll get 5 more here. And try and keep the back nice and straight as you go down. So you don't want to roll the shoulders and bend from the hips. Send the hips back, keep the chest forwards. Get 1 more here. Lovely, very nice, awesome. I want to get 1 more round of this warm up. So hands on the shoulders again. Inhale in the middle, exhale, rotating around for 1. Nice and gentle twist and exhaling round. Inhale in the middle. And keep it nice and light. Just want to feel these muscles warming up. Get ready for a big session today. Going fun, going to really get the glutes working nice and hard. Keep breathing with this one, just 1 more. Inhale in the middle, exhale round, perfect. We're going to come back to these toe taps, so just reaching across with the left hand towards the right foot, and then over to the other side. Again, getting a gentle stretch, nothing too strong, but keep breathing here. Inhale down, exhale, come across. Good, just a few more, 3, 2, 1, lovely, very nice. We'll get 1 more of the wall inchworm. So just gently walking up the wall with the hands, and back down nice and slowly. Inhaling on the way up. Exhale, coming back down. We'll get 3 more of these. 3 more. If you feel pain on the lower back, it might be because the hips are dropping to the wall. So watch you're not doing this, just bring the hips in line with the shoulders and the ankles with this movement, so it's not dropping too much. Lovely. One more clean and press, feet nice and wide. Inhale down, exhale up. Good. Reach to the ceiling with the fingers. Inhale down, exhale, reaching up. Good. We get 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, perfect. So it should be a wee bit warmer. We're next going to come into a glute bridge and some abdominals just to get the glutes and abs nice and warm. So coming down to our mat, focus on the comfy floor. Ankles are quite close to the bottom, keeping them hip width distance apart, toes nice and straight. If it feels that your legs are going to ping away, bring the ankles a wee bit further away from the bottom. Should be nice and straight with the feet. Shoulders nice and relaxed, palms out to the side. All we're doing here, nice and simple, we're just taking an inhale at the bottom, tilting the tailbone towards the belly button so you flatten the lower back. Then we're lifting lower mid, upper back to the ceiling, and upper mid, lower back down. So we join in here, so inhale at the bottom, tilt the tailbone to flatten the lower back, and lift lower mid, upper back towards the ceiling. Inhale, upper mid, lower back down. Nice and slow here. Imagine you're giving your spine a massage. So you almost want to feel as that tailbone tilts, each vertebrae just slowly pressing against the mat. And as you come back down, you're unrolling that tailbone. So you're flattening the lower back, lifting lower, mid, upper back. Inhale, reversing that movement. We're just going to get 3 more here. Exhale, coming up. If you find that the top position is too strong on the lower back, so if this position is too much, drop the hips a wee bit and see if that's a bit more comfortable. Last one. Wow, lovely. Awesome. So staying in this position, we're going to come into some abdominals. So the knees are coming over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. We're going to take an inhale from here, you're lifting the bottom just off the floor to flatten the lower back again. And we'll exhale, tapping with one hip. We're coming back nice and slow to the start. Taking an inhale, lift the bottom off the floor. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, tap down. So the idea here is that you're flattening that lower back and then you're moving the foot while you're exhaling. So you're engaging the abdominals, then exhaling. If this is too much on the lower back, keep one foot down, inhale, lift the hips, exhale, change over from there. This will be a wee bit nicer, a bit less pressure on the lower back. We'll get just a couple more. If the other one feels alright though, just stay with that one for now. Wow, lovely, perfect. We'll get a few seconds. Just drop the thighs to the sides. So you get a wee bit of a gentle twist in the lower back. Again, if going that full range of motion doesn't feel too good, just keep the thighs to about 45 degrees either side. Lovely. Okay, we're going to get one more set of the glute bridge. The only difference this time is we're going to point the toes towards the ceiling. So this is going to target the hamstrings a bit more. It's going to get them working a bit tougher. So again, our feet hip width distance, toes pointing forwards, quite close to the bottom, shoulders nice and relaxed, and they're pointing the toes towards the ceiling. You might find that your ankles go a bit further away from the bottom with this one. So we're taking an inhale here, exhale, lifting lower, mid, upper back to the ceiling for 1, we're down for 1, 2. Exhale, lift up, lower, mid, upper back, 2, down, 1, 2. You're still lifting lower, mid, upper back. It's a bit trickier to do that tailbone tilt with this one. So just make sure it feels okay on the back. You're driving those hips to the ceiling. Inhaling down, exhale, pressing up. If your feet or toes start cramping a bit, you can definitely lower the toes for a second and come back to the regular glute bridge. See if we can get 4 more here. Imagine these hips getting lifted right to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1 more of these. Wow, lovely, perfect. We'll get a few seconds rest. We can get 1 more set of abdominals. For the next set of abs, we've got the option to hold the head. It will make it a touch tougher. What we want to do is interlace the hands and let the head rest in the hands. So the neck's nice and relaxed. The knees are coming over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. If this is too much on the back, keep with the head. Keep in this position, you can definitely keep here. So similar thing, we're inhale, flattening the lower back, exhale, tapping one ankle to the floor. Big inhale, flatten the lower back, exhale, tapping down. Nice and slow with this movement. Just go for 10 reps. Big inhale, flatten the lower back, exhale, tap that heel down. Try and have the neck nice and relaxed. Inhale, flatten the lower back, big exhale. Inhale, flatten the lower back, exhale, tapping down. Good, just 3 more. 3, 2 more. Inhale, lift the bottom just off the floor. Exhale, tap that heel to the floor. 2, last one. 1, lovely, perfect. We'll get a few seconds rest there. Again, you can drop the thighs to the side for 20 seconds or so. Okay, perfect. So before we come into the squats, we're going to do one more thing with the glute bridge. That will be the alternate of the squats. So if squats don't feel good on the knees or the lower back, we'll do this thing on the glute bridge. So we're going to do a variation of different reps, and I will kind of demo it in the one set. So we're keeping the toes up in that glute bridge position, and to start we're just going up for 1 rep, and then down for 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds down. Up for 1, 1, 2, 3. Exhale when you're going towards the ceiling. Inhale on the way down. So this will be the first set that we're doing with the squats. We'll get a couple of seconds. It's just 4 reps is good there. So the next set we're going to go up to the top position and hold it for 2 seconds. So toes still at the lifting towards the ceiling. We're pressing up for 1, holding 1, 2, and then down 1, 2, 3. Up for 1, holding 1, 2, down 1, 2, 3. We'll get 1 more here. Up for 1, holding 1, 2, down 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's the second set of the glute bridges or squats, whichever ones we're doing, and the last one. So 2 more. For the next one, we've got a 3-second top hold with the glute bridge. So the toes are up. We're pressing up for 1. Holding 1, 2, 3, and down for 3 seconds. Good. Exhale up for 1, holding 1, 2, 3, and down for 3 seconds. We'll get 1 more of these here. Up for 1, holding 1, 2, 3, and down for 3 seconds. Lovely. Okay, get a couple of seconds rest there. The last one, we're just going to do the top position. Just a small movement in that top position in the glute bridge, where we're moving about 1 inch up and down, as long as it feels comfortable in the lower back. So we're coming right up to this top position, and we're just lowering the hips a wee bit. 1, and back for 1. Inhale down, 2. Inhale down, exhale up, 3. Nice and slow still, but you're just keeping in that reduced range of motion. It's going to get the muscles really squeezed in this position. Keep the toes up if you can. We'll get 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, perfect. Get a few seconds rest there. Awesome job. Okay, awesome glute bridges. We're now ready to come into squats. So as I said, I either do the alternate with the glute bridge instead of the squat. We're going to start with the hold positions. So if you're keeping with the glute bridge, start from the bottom, go a quarter up, half up, and then that top position will be essentially the squats bottom position. I'll explain. So if we're doing squats, stand feet maybe slightly wider than shoulder width, toes maybe a tiny bit out of the angle, but they're pretty straight. We're going to come into a quarter squat hold to start. So we're just sending the hips back a wee bit. Pretty much all the weight's on the heels, the bottom's going right behind. We're just holding this position, so it's not too much. A wee bit of work on the legs and glutes, but nothing too extreme. You want to make sure that the movement is sending the bottom behind. Just hold this position, see how it feels on the knees, on the lower back. We're just going to go through the range of motion with the squats to start. Lovely. We'll come out of that for seconds. And next one, we'll come into a half squat. So come to quarter position. Again, keep that bottom going behind. All the weight again still on the heels. You should be able to curl the toes up. If your knees are forwards, there's going to be pressure here, and you might feel a bit weird on the back. On the heels, you want to make sure that the hips are back and the weight's going straight into the ground through the heels. This will be a bit tougher, this one, a bit more fun maybe. Keep breathing, see, go a few more seconds. Going to come up nice and slow. It's the last one, depending how it feels in your knees and hips, just see where we can go with this. If we can, go parallel to the floor. Try not to go too much lower to this. So we're coming into that quarter, half, bottom squat hold. Try and keep the weight back, keep the weight on the heels, keep chest forward, and keep breathing and smiling with this one. Just enjoy it. Imagine you're sitting on a nice comfy chair. Again, all the weight should be on the heels here. The curls should be able to be lifted towards the ceiling. So you can go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, perfect. Okay, awesome. So if that didn't feel good on the knees or the back, either reduce the range of motion or keep with the glute bridge. Okay, cool. So now we're going to do squats with abs or the glute bridge with abs. So to start, we're doing a squat with a 3-second negative, so we're lowering to the floor for 3 seconds, and then we're going up for 1. With the glute bridge, as we demoed before, same thing, we're going to go up for 1 second and lower for 3. So we're doing the same movement we do the glute bridge. That is the alternative. Okay, cool. So coming to these squats, 3 seconds down, we're going to aim 10 to 15 reps. Awesome. So hands can go on the shoulders or just in front. We inhale down, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pressing up. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Good. Keep nice still. Make sure the hips are going behind this movement. 3, 2, 1, 4. Good. Sending the bottom right behind, keeping the weight on the heels. Exhale up. 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. 7, 3, 2, 1, 8. Good. Again, just rest when you need to here. 10 to 15 reps. 9. Keep going. Breathing in on the way down. Exhale on the way up. 10, 3, 2, 1. 11, 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. 12. 3 more if we can. Keep it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Driving up. 3. And just to that position that's comfortable. 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. Lovely. Awesome. We're going to come down to the mat. And we're going to do some more of those abs that we just did. So either keeping the head flat on the floor, or you're interlacing the hands behind the head. Knees over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. We'll start this all together. Take a big inhale, lift the hips off the floor. Exhale, tap with that heel. 1. Going for 10 reps. Breathe in, lift the hips. 2. Keep it nice and slow. 3. Inhale, lift the bottom just off the floor. Then exhale, tap down. 4. Inhale, lift the hips. 5. Again, if this is too much, you can keep 1 foot down and then alternate from here. 6. Still flattening the lower back, then changing over. 7. Hands might be down as well. Again, if it's a bit tight on the neck. 8. Good. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Lovely. Perfect. Get a few seconds rest there. We're going to come into round 2 of the squats. So with the alternate for the glute bridge, I'll just demo if we're not doing the squats. For this round, we're pressing up for 1 and holding for 2 seconds at the top and then down for 3 seconds. Cool? With the squat, we're going down for 3, 1, 2, 3, and holding for 1, 2, and then up for 1. It's going to be fun. We're going to aim for 10 to 15 reps again. Again, if this bottom range of motion doesn't feel good, bring the hold a bit higher up. But try and keep it as low as feels comfortable on the joints. It's going to burn the thighs a good bit here. Right, let's get started. So again, come into that squat position or glute bridge. We're lowering down 3, 2, 1, holding 1, 2, exhale, driving up, 1, 3, 2, 1, holding 1, 2, exhale, pressing up, 2. Again, keep the weight back on the heels. You can check that with the hold that all the weight's going through those heels. 3, 1, 2, 3, holding 1, 2, exhale up, 4, keep breathing, holding, 5, 10 to 15 here, this will be a slightly tougher set, exhale, pressing up, 6, down, 1, 2, 3, holding 1, 2, exhale up, 7, 3 seconds down, breathing in, holding that position, exhale up, 8, good. Again, if the position doesn't feel comfortable on the knees or back, try a wee bit higher up, 9. So you can get 10 to 15 here, sending the hips back, driving up through the heels, 10, 3, 2, 1, holding 1, 2, exhale up, 11, 4 more if we can, but rest if the form is going, 12, 3, 2, 1, exhale up, 13, 3, 2, 1, 14, last one here, 15, awesome. We're going to come back to those abs. We've got a slightly different option for the abs here. We can either keep with the toe taps that we did in the last set, or whichever variation feels good in the back, or we've got an option here to extend the leg all the way. So still the same movement, flatten the lower back, extend the leg all the way. This will put a bit more pressure on the lower back, so if the lower back's not feeling too great, you might feel this a bit more here, so you can keep with the toe taps, but it will work the lower abdominals, the abs will be a bit tougher. So see how it feels. Interlace the hands, knees over the hips. Point the ankles away from the body. Take an inhale, lift the bottom off the floor. Big exhale, drive through that heel. Send that heel away from the body, back to center. Inhale, lift the hips. Big exhale out, 2. Back to center, big inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, send that heel away, 3. Back to center, breathe in, lift the bottom just off the floor. Exhale, pressing up, 4. If you find your knees coming really close to your chest, try and reset them every time. 5. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, press out. 6. Big inhale, flatten the lower back. Exhale out. 7, 8 to 10 reps here. Inhale, flatten the lower back. Exhale out. 8. Big inhale, flatten the lower back. Exhale, press out. 9. Last one if we can. 10, lovely, very nice. We get a few seconds rest, 30 seconds rest. We've got just one more set of squats and one more set of these type of squats and glute bridges. I'll demo the glute bridge while I'm down here. So instead of the squats, is the option. For the last one, we're going up for 1 and we're holding for 3 seconds at the top this time and down for 3. Cool, with the squats, we've got that 3-second bottom hold, so we've got an extra 10 to 15 seconds of tension in that bottom hold position. How fun. Okay, let's get ready for these squats or glute bridges. So we're going 3 seconds down, 3-second bottom hold, 1 second up. Right, lovely, back to that squat position. So inhale down, 3, 2, 1, holding, 1, 2, 3, driving up, 1, 3, 2, 1, holding, 1, 2, 3, driving up, 2. Again, keep the weight back on the heels and send those heels through the floor as you stand up. 3, 2, 1, holding. Exhale, I think that's only 4. These reps fly by. Hold in, 1, 2, 3, exhale up, 5, good, 10 to 15. Again, if the form starts going, definitely rest here. Exhale up, 6, lovely, keep breathing, breathe in. Send the hips back, hold that position, exhale up, 7. Inhale down, 2, 1, hold in, 1, 2, exhale up, 8, 3, 2, 1, hold in, 1, 2, 3, exhale up, 9, 10 to 15 if we can, keep breathing down. 10, 5 more if we can here, 2, 1, holding, 1, 2, exhale up, 5. Should have been 3-second hold, sorry, my bad. 1, 2, 3, driving up. Good, 3 more. Holding, 1, 2, 3, exhale, drive up. Just 2 more of these squats. 3 seconds down, holding, 1, 2, 3, exhale, press up. 1 more of these, 3, 2, 1, holding, 1, 2, 3, exhale up. 1, lovely. Got 1 more set of the abdominals. So we're going to come back down to the mats. Either keep them with the toe taps or the straight leg extensions. Whichever of these felt good, you can keep with those. So last set of 10 of these. Going back to that position. Again, either resting the head down or interlacing the hands behind the head. And either the heel taps or the straight leg. Either or. So we're just 10 reps. Interlace the hands behind the head. Let the head rest in the hands. Knees over the hips. And point the ankles away from the body. Shins parallel to the floor. Take a big inhale. Lift the bottom just off the floor. Exhale, send that heel away from the body. 1. Come back to center. Inhale, lift the hips. Big exhale out. 2. Inhale, lift the hips. 3. Good. Imagine with the heel that you're trying to push like a heavy like fridge along the floor. So you've got the fridge right against your foot, then you're driving that heel away. 5. Big inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, pressing away. 6. 7. Good. Really focus on the breathing here. 8. 2 more if we can. 9. 1 more if we can here. Big inhale, lift the hips. Strong exhale out. 10. Lovely. Very nice. We're going to get a wee stretch there. Just dropping the thighs to the side for 10-15 seconds or so. And bring the hands back out. If this is too much, you can keep with the thighs moving, just limited range of motion. We can change sides there. Lovely, and we'll come up to a standing position for the next superset. Awesome job. Okay, awesome work with those squats and abs or glute bridges. The legs should definitely be nice and warm now. Abs should be definitely nice and warm. We've got a nice superset next. We're going to do inchworm with a wall sit. So to start, I'll demo both exercises, so grab a wee bit of water if you want for now. Our feet are going to go maybe slightly wider than shoulder width, and we're just slowly walking the hands out to shoulder height, and then we're walking back nice and slow. Okay, cool. We'll do this all together here. So again, feet shoulder width, walking out, bring the shoulders over the hands, and then stand up nice and tall. An alternate for this is that wall inchworm. We'll keep going. Got this as an alternate here. So if that regular inchworm doesn't feel too good, we can do this instead. Inhale down, walking those hands, shoulders over the hands, that top push-up position, walking back, coming into a squat, and standing up nice and tall. If you feel it's too tight on the hamstrings, on the back of the legs, on the lower back, go wider with the feet. The wider you go with the feet, the more you can lower into the squat, and then walk down with the hands. If your feet are closer together, the tighter it's going to be on the back of the legs, so you're going to need to reach down to the floor more. For me, this is definitely tougher. Whereas if we go wider, this feels a bit nicer. We'll get one more here. Lovely, very nice, awesome. Okay, and then we're going to find that space on the wall. We'll come into this together. So start just leaning against the wall. You want the ankles to be further away than the knees for this. And you can either stay in this sort of 45-degree position, or if comfortable, lower the thighs parallel to the floor. And try and have nice relaxed shoulders. Just enjoy this position. Want to feel the quads working, the glutes working, just keep breathing here. Again, imagine you're sitting in a real nice comfy chair. If you've got a bit of music on, you can lift the toes to the music. Or if you want, you can just lift the toes up, really engage the quads, keep breathing so you can get 10 more seconds. Nice relaxed face, nice relaxed eyebrows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, very nice. Okay, 30 seconds rest there. We're going to come back. We've got 3 more rounds of the wall sit and the inchworm. Inchworm and the wall sit. Okay, so the next option, we can add this to the inchworm if we want. If we've done push-ups before, great. If not, just keep with the regular inchworm. So basically what we're doing is we're coming into an inchworm, and then we're bringing it into a narrow push-up. Our knees can come down, elbows going nice and narrow, exhale pressing up, toes back on the floor and back to that inchworm. What you can do with this is just go to the range of motion that feels comfortable. So even if it's a quarter range down and press up, you just want to make sure that the elbows are going behind and not going sort of out here. Cool? So either the inchworm, the push-up, or the same inchworm that we did last set. Okay, here we go. 40 seconds. Back to this inchworm, shoulders over the hands. Inhale down, exhale up with the push-up. Standing up nice and tall. Keep going with this. Alternate from the wall is you can inchworm up, then you can do a wall push-up. Inchworm up, so wall push-up. We'll get 20 more seconds here. Keep working this inchworm, find a position that feels comfortable. If you absolutely love push-ups, you can try them from the toes, so you can get that toe on the way down and the way up. It won't be add a wee bit more weight. We'll get 2 more here, keep breathing. 1 more to go. Lovely, we're going to have a nice sit down again, 30 seconds on the wall, coming back into that wall sit. Again, lowering down, nice comfortable position. You don't want to feel pressure on the knees. If your ankles are closer to the wall than your knee, you're likely to feel pressure there. So make sure that your ankle is further away from the wall or in line with the knees. And thighs parallel if you want that maximum effect for this. Shoulders nice and relaxed, face nice and relaxed, keep breathing. Think of a happy place. We'll go 10 more seconds. If you want to lift these toes up, see how that feels in the quads. Feels really nice. Give it a go. Doesn't have to be for long. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. 30 seconds rest there. We've got 2 more rounds to come. We're going to keep the inchworm the same as the last 2 sets, either adding that push-up in or just doing the regular inchworm or doing the one from the wall. The wall sit will slightly change, but I'll show you that when we get there. Awesome, smashing it here. It'll be nice and warm now. Okay, lovely. So we're going to get back into these inchworms in 10 seconds. So get ready for that. Another 40 seconds or so. Okay, perfect. Right, third set of inchworms. Add the push up in if you want, or keep it to the wall. Here we go. So walking out. Inhale down, send those elbows back. Exhale, pressing up. Good. Keep the breathing going as well. So you might get a couple of breaths with the inchworm. You might breathe in on the way down. Exhale up. Then you might inhale as you come up. Exhale to the top. Just make sure that your breathing is just staying consistent. You don't want to hold your breath with exercise. Keep the breathing nice and consistent. And use the exhale to drive, to push, to help you with the hard part of the movement. Good, we'll get a few more here if we can. Rest if we need, if it's getting a bit much on the wrists. Just come to the wall. You can do the wall inchworm. Good, 2 more. Good, or again, or the regular inchworm. 1, lovely, perfect. Okay, very nice. So we're coming into a slightly wider wall sit here. So our demo here might be a bit tricky to see from the wall, but we're going as wide as feels comfortable with the thighs and with the thighs. Almost like a sort of straddle position. The toes and knees are going in line. So we're bringing this to the wall. Nice and wide, as long as it feels okay on the hips. Lowering down towards the floor. The thighs are pointing the same direction as the toes. It's quite important. If the toes are in and the thighs are pointing different directions, there's going to be pressure around the knee. Vice versa, if the toes pointing out, this knee's going to swing inside. You don't want that. And just sit down, enjoy this position. You're going to feel more the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the glutes. Probably with this one, shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep breathing here. We'll go 10 more seconds. If we can, keep breathing. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Nice. Awesome job with these inchworms and wall sits. We have just got 1 more set. Woo! Right, lovely. Get 20 more seconds rest. Last set, keeping the same. Either that regular inchworm without the push-up, or adding the push-up in, or bringing it to the wall with the push-up. Cool. Okay. 10 more seconds rest. Last set to come. Well, get ready here. Last round. Last set of these inchworms. Okay, let's go. Walking out, shoulders over the hands. And lowers the knees for the push-ups. Inhale down, exhale up. Standing up nice and tall. But we're going about 40, 50 seconds again here. Might get 5, 6, 7, 8. For 7, 8, you can get a big set. Maybe a minute in total. Good, keep breathing. Inhale down, exhale, push away. If we're doing the push-ups, really focus on driving the palms straight through the mat, just like the squats. You're pressing those palms right through the mat. Good, we'll get 1 more here. Lovely. Last wall sit for today. Let's do this. Nice and wide again. Again, if this isn't too comfy, come to that regular wall sit. So toes nice and wide, ankles nice and wide, and sitting down into this position. Just holding this position, nice relaxed shoulders. Again, the thighs roughly parallel to the floor. But again, don't go too crazy, whatever position feels good. Keep breathing in this position. If you do feel this on the lower back, come out of it, or you can come a bit higher with the hips. Last 10 seconds of the wall sit. I want to feel these legs working nice and hard. Keep breathing, try and relax the shoulders, try and relax the face, try and relax the eyebrows. 3, 2, 1, lovely. Awesome job. Wicked inchworms, wall sits, get 30 seconds rest there. fantastic. Okay, awesome job with those wall sits and inchworms. We are going to finish off with Superman exercise to work the core, the obliques. So we're going to come down to our mat, we'll come into a tabletop position, so our knees are right under the hips, hands under the shoulders. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start by pressing the left leg straight back towards the wall. We'll do this together, toe can point towards the floor and send that heel away from the body. So what you want to make sure in this position is that the heel's not coming too high. This is going to put a bit of pressure on the lower back, and also you want to try and keep that hip in line with the other hip. So you don't want to open the hip up this way. You want to turn the hip right towards the floor. And if you point that toe towards the floor, that will help keep the hip there. So from here, if it does feel too strong in the lower back, you can keep the toe on the floor, but still press through the heel, still engage the leg. And then from here, if comfortable, you can reach forward with that other arm, with the right arm, left leg back, right arm forward. Stretch those fingers forward, try and engage the shoulder muscles. Imagine you're trying to reach someone's hand that's just out of reach, but at the same time, you're pressing straight back through that heel. So you get a nice stretch through the whole body. Keep breathing in this position. Just get a few more seconds. 2, 1. Lovely, very nice. We're going to change sides there. So we're going to send that right leg back. Get a toe towards the floor. Keep this hip so it's in line with the left hip. Send the leg straight back. If you find that the balance goes a wee bit, bring a bit more width between the hands. So move the hands a wee bit wider. There's a bit more width between the hands and the legs. Then from here, reaching forward to that left arm. Stretch the fingers, reach through the shoulder, send that heel right behind. Keep breathing here for a nice stretch throughout the whole body. If it feels too strong in any part, you can bring the hand down to the floor, or you can bring that foot down. As long as it doesn't put too much pressure, just a few more seconds. Lovely, we'll come down from that. We'll get into a child pose, so just hands forward and sit the hips back so you get a wee stretch there for 20 seconds. Keep breathing. You breathe into the shoulder blades, into the hips. Awesome. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come back into that into the Superman position. We're going to add a bit of movement this time. So we're going to send the left leg straight back again, toe towards the floor. We're reaching forward with that right arm. So what we're doing here, we'll do this all together. So we're going to take a big inhale from this position and exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee as we exhale strongly. And then come back to center, big inhale, nice stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. If the elbow doesn't get to the knee, just send it in that direction. So just send the elbow towards the knee. Squeeze the abs. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, coming in. You can imagine here that you're trying to crush something between your elbow, knee, and stomach muscles. You're really squeezing those muscles as you come in. Trying to engage those abs. Good. 3 more. 3. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, 2 more. 2. Inhale, stretch out. 1 more. 1. Lovely, very nice. We get 10-15 seconds rest there. Awesome work with these Superman. Lovely. Okay. So changing sides. We're sending that right leg back. If you do find this a bit too much on the wrists, you can come down and hold this position from the elbows. It's a bit more awkward, this movement, because it's a lot tighter. But you can give it a try from there. If it's feeling okay, we've just got one more set of these to come here. So we're pressing that right leg back, left arm forwards. Getting that right toe towards the floor, reach with those fingers, take a big inhale here, exhale, elbow towards the knee, squeeze the abs. 1, inhale, reach out, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Really squeeze those abdominals to come in. 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Good. Big stretch every rep. Squeeze those abs. Big contraction in the middle. 6, 4 more. Good. Big inhale, reach out. 3 more here. 3, 1, 2. 2 more if we can. 1 more. 1. Lovely. Very nice. And we'll come back to that child pose. Arms forward. Just sitting the hips towards the ankles. We can rest the head down as well here. We've got 1 more exercise to finish off this workout, and we're going to finish with a lovely plank. So this is where we're going to stay on the mat here. We're going to be on our forearms. Good exercise for the core. For the abs, we're just going to do 1 plank hold, 30 to 45 seconds. Feel free to extend it if you want at home, totally your choice. Totally your choice. But we're going to go 30 to 45 second plank holds. We'll come down to the mat and set up for it. So in this plank position, I'll show you for the shoulders. What you want to do, you want to hug the shoulders to bring to get the elbow width, and then your hands are coming forward together and shuffle forward so your shoulders in line with the elbows, so they're on top of the elbows. So keeping in that position, I'll come round this way, very elegantly. So yeah, finding that width, hands together, and either coming up onto the knees, where the hips are just lifting off the floor, or we're coming up onto the toes, either or. What you want to make sure, whatever position we're in, is that the hips aren't dropping to the floor. We want to avoid this. We want to avoid that hip dropping to the floor. Okay, cool. So come into either the knees or to toes. We're going to do this last hold together. Here we go. So 30, 40 seconds. Hold in this position. Keep breathing. If this really isn't too comfy, you can come back into the child pose and just stretch off for the last few seconds. Good. Keep breathing here. Make sure those hips don't drop down. Keep the abs engaged, nice and strong. Keep the body nice and strong here. Nice deep breaths. You can really, if you exhale strongly, you'll feel the abs even more. You can even squeeze the bottom to get even more engagement in the abdominals in this position. So even getting on 25 more seconds if we can. Keep breathing. Think of a happy place here. This is the last exercise of the day. Try and relax the face. Good. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Awesome job. We can come back into that child pose. Then we're going to come into some stretches now. Wicked. Very nice work there. Now we're going to just loosen these muscles off after all that hard work. So keep breathing with these stretches. Look to feel the muscles along the spine stretching out. You can gently pull forward with the fingers, just 5 to 10% strength, and you'll feel slightly different muscles stretch a wee bit more. Just find whatever feels comfortable here. From this position, we're walking the hands out to the right hand side and sending the hips back towards the ankles so you feel that stretch more down towards that left side. So walking up this way. And just again, so wherever's comfortable, you want to feel the stretch from the armpit down towards the hips. And walk the hands over to the other side. Yeah, sending the hips back. A nice stretch from armpit right towards the hips. If you gently pull through the arm that you're stretching, just 5 to 10% strength, you can feel a bit more stretching going on. You can play about with that, see how it feels. Keep breathing here. Imagine you're breathing right into this armpit, right into the hips. Good, release nice and slowly. We're going to come into a glute stretch. So just lying on our back, Still in the glute bridge position, the right ankle on the left knee. We're either just pressing that thigh away to get a bit of a stretch on the outside of the thigh, or we can grab the left thigh and bring the knee towards the chest. If comfortable, you can grab that left shin and bring the knee towards the chest too, but as long as it feels comfortable, and try and relax the neck as well. If you need a pillow for this, you can put a blanket or a pillow under your head. Make sure the stretch isn't too strong, so make it less than 4 out of 10 in terms of intensity. Nice relaxed face. Changing nice and slowly, and just swap the legs, that left ankle on the right knee. Again, you can just gently press that thigh away, or you can grab the thigh or the shin and bring that knee towards the chest. Again, nice and relaxed. If it does feel too intense, reduce the stretch. Just a few more seconds here. Lovely, release nice and slowly. Just come to the side, slowly push into a seated position. We're going to stretch the hamstrings. So extending the right leg forward, the left leg can just come in here. If this isn't too comfy, you can extend the leg further out, or you can bring the leg straight and even sit against the wall for this. Totally your choice. So the right leg nice and straight. This knee should be pretty flat to the floor, not totally touching. Come into a position that's comfortable for stretch. Either knee, shin, toe, wherever's comfortable. Again, keeping that intensity less than 4 out of 10. Send the heel gently away from the hips, so you get a nice stretch right down the back of the leg. And keep breathing here again. Keep breathing into this stretch. We're going to hold another 10 more seconds this side. If you find that you can go just a tiny bit further, you can walk the hands another millimetre or 2, but don't force anything here. Get a nice relaxed face. Lovely, releasing nice and slowly, coming to that other leg. Come into whatever position feels comfortable. Again, if this knee doesn't feel good, you can straighten the leg or bend the knee a wee bit more. Again, imagine breathing into the hips, nice deep breaths. Get a nice stretch right down the back of the thigh, down the back of the legs. Releasing nice and slowly. We're going to come up to a standing position. We'll get the hamstrings a wee bit more. So we're going to get a nice bend in the knees, and then you're just letting the upper body hang down towards the floor. Try and take the tension off the hamstrings and let it go more into the back and into the upper back. Try and relax the neck, and you cross the arms as well here. It's almost as if someone's press like an off switch. You're just letting the body hang in this position. Keep breathing. If it is too much on the back, do come a bit higher up, but try and make sure there's a bend in the knees, so it's not the hamstrings, it's more stretching into the back. Come up nice and slowly from that. We're going to go nice and wide with the feet again, just like the warm up. If we can, we're going to hold it a bit longer. You can bring just down to one side. You can have the hand on the floor to support yourself, so you get a bit of a stretch on the inside thigh. Keep breathing here. Again, nothing too strong, but just a nice stretch, nothing too intense. Just changing sides. Again, if this is a bit much, keep a bit higher up with this. Feet can go a bit closer together as well. Lovely, and then just bring the feet together. Awesome, give the shoulders some nice slow circles. Okay, give the arms and legs a wee shake. Awesome, amazing job. If you complete that, absolutely fantastic. I hope you are feeling great from that, and I look forward to doing many more of these online workouts to come. Have an awesome day. Keep strong.